Who's this weird guy in my workshop? Ha! Okay, there's Todd. And look, he brought pieces for a ram pump.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I guess we have to Teflon tape all those and put them together, right?
Yeah, I think so. I was just putting it together to make sure we had all the pieces.
Do we have all the pieces?
No.
Dang it!
We're missing a nipple for the union, but we don't have to have it for it to work, so...
Sweet. Then who cares? Alright, we're missing one little tiny piece. But I might have that piece over here. Yeah, I think that's the right size pipe. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. I even have some of this junk. Sweet. Whoa. And some of this junk. Double sweet. What are you guys doing? Breaking stuff over there?
Yeah.
Constructively. Thank you.
Okay, it's the next day, and today is Super Adventure Builder meeting day, and we already put together the pump. And look, there's a pipe right here, and it goes all the way down there. Hey, look, there's an adventure-y person. You don't mind being on one of my YouTube videos, right?
Nope.
Okay, good. And there's a bunch of nerds, super cool people down there. And the pump appears to be totally operational. Man, my camera's all fogged up. All right, let's go check it out. Is it up?
It's cold. It's like cold right here.
Oh yeah?
So.
Sweet, that's like almost up to the house. Awesome.
Is it pumping up there yet?
No, I was just listening to the sound. That's pretty cool. What are you nerds doing? Just kidding.
Talking about video games.
Oh, no way! Why do you guys talk about cool stuff when I'm not here? They were seriously talking about like velociraptors and dinosaurs and stuff, and I was like way over there. It's not fair at all. Last night, you guys were talking about some cool stuff with Deshana when I was like in putting the kids to bed.
I can't even remember.
That's like not cool, man. You're in trouble. You're in trouble on YouTube. I have to...
Talking about what we do.
Todd, shut up for a minute. Alright, do whatever you want. I have to get this on camera before it stops.
It's been going for a while.
I know, it's been going for like 5 minutes or something, eh?
Is it out there yet? Is there anything?
No, it's like you can feel the pipe is cold like halfway up. James! Anyway, okay, this is how this thing works. There's this pipe that gets water from the stream way up there. This pipe is 50 feet long. So, water comes down this pipe, and it can't go, I mean, it would like to just go right through this pipe up to the house, but this pipe obviously has too much water pressure because it's going way, way up. So, since it can't go up here, the water squirts out this thing. Whoosh. But this is a one-way valve going that way. So when the water gets going fast enough, it slams the valve shut. And when it does that, all the water traveling through the pipe has all this momentum that has to go somewhere. And since this pipe is resting right up against the rock, it can't just shove the pipe that way. So what it ends up doing is putting really high water pressure through this one-way valve, so it goes whoosh, and pushes water into the high pressure pipe that goes way up to the house. And then since this is a one-way valve, the water can't get back in. So every time this slams shut, it pushes a little squirt of water up through the high pressure pipe. And then this thing here is so that every time it pushes the squirt through, it doesn't actually have to move all the water immediately, because then it would waste most of its momentum accelerating this water. Instead, it just shoves a bunch of high air pressure into this, and then that can more gradually, pressurize this line. So this line just stays constantly pressurized because that thing's there. That was pretty much it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. There's a fun noodle in that. That's what we use.
Oh, yeah.
It's filled about halfway, so it'll crush the fun noodle until it reaches an equal pressure of what's coming into here. And then it closes that one-way valve and shoves it all up there.
Yeah. So this has a fun noodle inside it, so it doesn't lose the air. So the fun noodle just gets compressed. It's closed cell, so it keeps the air inside it when it gets compressed. I can't believe this stupid thing is working. I mean, of course it's working. What I can't believe it's working this easily.
It was fast.
I know. It just messed with the messed with the valves a little bit to get it started, and then it started going, and it's just been going. But I think we should go eat lunch. Do you guys want to go eat lunch?
Yeah.
Let's go eat lunch, yeah. Here's like adventure builder people. Because like, everyone's always saying, hey, you gotta like, just get some video from the adventure builder meeting. So there you go. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, Todd's pointing out that we started the video with all the pieces and then it was just together. Yeah, it was just screwing a bunch of stuff together with some Teflon tape between. There wasn't anything that interesting. And then we had to wrestle this pipe out from the trees over there. This guy was super helpful with that. Don't worry, this guy's mom, Josh's mom, he was super safe and no one died. Oh my gosh, what's that? There's water! How awesome is that? Okay, check it out. This is like, hey Aurora, check it out. Check out how cool this is. I know you're only 2, but it's super cool. Look, this is being pumped all the way from like way down there. And it's just being pumped up by the power of the water. Isn't that super cool? Even she said, yeah. I got a whole bunch of water last night. Alright, here's the pump going right now. And it's pumping on that tube all the way up there. The house is about maybe 70 or 80 feet above this point. And the source of the water is only about 5 feet above this. So it's pretty impressive if I do say so myself. But at first, this was not pumping up all the way. It was only pumping about halfway. And, you know, I mean, it was totally working great, but it was only getting halfway to where I really wanted it to go. But due to past experiences, I thought, all right, it looks like this is just maxing out, but usually when I think that, and I analyze the situation, there's some kind of thing that can be done to like double or triple the effectiveness of things. So I said, all right, what can I do to get this water all the way up to the top? The pressure in this line has to be increased to get the water up higher, right? Now the pressure in that line is dependent on the speed of the water coming in on this line at the point when this snaps shut right there. So the faster the water is going in here when this snaps shut, the harder it's going to push into this other pipe. And then I was like, wait a minute. The limiting factor for the speed of the water here is this valve. It shuts off at a certain speed, right? So is there any way I can make it a little bit harder to close the valve? And it turns out, yes, there's a super easy way. As you can see, it's tilted. Oops. And just, like it has a little gate in it that goes whoosh, and then opens. And then the water gets fast and then pushes it closed again and then opens again. Well, when it's straight up, it's easy to get it started because it's just kind of hanging there loose, right? But if it's laying down, it's like flat on its back. It's harder to push it, to get it started moving, to get it up. So I just leaned that over a little bit. And then like, went and did some giant roboting. And then like half an hour later, Shane is up at the house yelling down, hey, there's water coming out of this thing. And can you bring up some milk? And I was like, forget the milk. The exciting thing is the water. But yeah, I'll get the milk too. Anyway. Very cool. Oh wait, there was another thing that I did. At first, I didn't have Teflon tape for all the stuff. I like put Teflon tape in all the joints here, but I didn't have Teflon tape for all the joints up here because I just ran out. And in each of the joints, every time the thing snapped shut, there was a little squirt of water coming out of each of the joints. So, you know, clearly that was a loss of pressure. So I just took a piece of plastic bag and ripped it into shreds and just used it like Teflon tape. Oops. And wrapped it around the threads on all the joints going all the way back up to the water source. And that actually made a pretty big difference. And it seems to be going at a rate of about a gallon an hour at the moment. I don't know, I could probably tweak it to get it to go faster, but we don't use a gallon an hour at my house, not even close. So I mean already it's more water than we use like ever. It's been going for about 20 hours straight now. And it's really not using that much water. Like all the water it's using is that's squirting out. And the rest is, well, some of it's going into here and a bunch is just going down a little stream around it. But yeah, I was worried I was gonna have to sacrifice my tub here, but it looks like I still have enough water flow for that. So, I guess you like the pump. Smack your head, there's a bug on it. Good job.